In this tutorial, I'm going to cover how to build AR Foundation app using Universal Render Pipeline. We're going to start from a new default 3D project. So once it's launched, in this tutorial, I'm using Unity version 2021.3.4. And let's go ahead and make a simple cube. As we already know that in the AR, main camera is going to be in the 000 position, looking towards Z direction. So we have to put this one so you can see, it can be seen from a camera. So I'm going to use this scale, and then let's go ahead and import package manager, go to Unity registry, and then import AR Foundation. I'm using AR Foundation 4.2.7, and also install ARCore XR plugin. This is for Android device. If you are using iOS, you need to install ARKit XR plugin. Yeah, so in this tutorial, I'm going to deploy to an Android device. And we are going to also install render pipeline. We are going to use Universal Render Pipeline using 12.1.7. The version in Unity is quite sensitive, so I have already tested these versions and they are working. So if you're following this tutorial, try to match the versions as much as possible. Okay, once it's created, check these versions. In my assets, you have AR Foundation, ARCore, and Universal Pipeline. Okay, now let's go to the assets folder, right click, create a folder. Let's call it rendering. Then go in, right click, create, and you will see rendering here. And then we are going to make a URP asset with Universal Render. So you can click that, and you will have two files created here. If you want to see their names, you can make the icon smaller so you can see the full name. And then this one is called pipeline asset, and this one is called renderer. So what we are going to do is you click on this renderer, and you see the inspector. Here you add an add renderer feature. and then add this AR background render feature. Okay, and then we can go to the project settings, go to edit, project settings, and graphics, and then drag this, not the renderer, but the pipeline assets to this. Yeah, so that's how we can connect the system to the render pipeline. Now, if you have original material, the material will be gone because the shader is not picking up the URP. So what you need to do is you need to go to edit, rendering, material, and convert selected or convert all material to URP. But the thing is, we didn't make a material. It's not a material that it's editable. So we need to create our own material. And since we already have URP, it's going to create a URP material. So you will see this material normally like this. But if if you have some project already built in and you have lost all the shader and they all look like pink, you can actually just go to edit, rendering, material, and then just convert all the materials to URP shader, and it's going to solve your shader problem. Alright, I think we are ready to build the project. Just need to change a few settings. So go to build settings. Because we are going to use Android, we are going to switch the platform to Android. And also make sure that you have your scene edit in the build. Okay, so it's actually asking to change some settings. So you go to player settings. Alright, here we are going to change some settings of this Android tab. So we're going to change this company name to something unique. And change this from gamma to linear. Okay, and then untick this autographics and delete Vulcan. And untick multithreaded rendering. And change this API level to 26 and change this scripted backend to this one. And now it's complaining, so you shouldn't see any warning. If you see a warning, it means you did something wrong. So it's asking you to change from this one to ARM64. And then we have to go to this AR plugin manager and tick ARCore. Okay, and let's make sure we have the graphics there. Okay, so that's it. We need to make this scene. We didn't add the Android AR foundation camera here, so we need, before we build it, we need to change a few things here. So I'm gonna actually close this and then right click in the hierarchy, go to AR session origin, and maybe let me make the icon smaller so you can see. And then you see that the camera is in a weird position. You have to make sure that the AR session origin is reset to the 0, 0 position, as this AR origin holds the AR camera. So you wanna always see the things in a correct position. Check your game scene before you bake anything. And then if you go to AR camera, this is where you can add this post-processing volume and stuff. So once we are going to in a bit make a global volume to affect your camera filters. So right click here, we have to add one more thing. It's called AR session. We don't need to do anything here. So let's do one more thing because that's the benefit of using URP. So right click, use volume, global volume, and then let's make the transform reset. And then here, create a new profile, and then add the override. So let's try, for example, okay, let's make a bloom, for example. So let's actually increase this intensity a little bit, and then let's actually make a glowing material to see if bloom is affecting. So I'm going to copy this cube and then position it in 0.5 position. Then I'm going to copy this one more time. Then I'm going to give a metallic material here and a glowing material here, so we can see some effect of this global illumination or the bloom filter. Okay, so this is the material. Let's rename it to emissive, and then here you can tick emission and then change this color to something brighter. Let's apply this material first to see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, this one is now bright pink emitting material. And then this one, let's make another one. I'm gonna call it metal, and then change this. Let's apply this first and then change the metallic boost all the way up, and then change the material darker. Okay, let's change this material a little bit, and then alright, and then we want to see how the bloom effect is affecting the AR camera. So we go to global illumination. Okay, so we are making sure that we have this bloom effect on, and you have to go to AR camera and turn this post-processing on. So you will see that it's too little, so you don't see much, but actually it's affecting. So I'm going to boost the intensity up. See that this is like definitely getting the blooming effect. Okay. And we have to delete the main camera because we don't want to have two cameras in it. Okay, so now we are ready to build. Let's go to files, build settings, and let's build the APK file. So make a folder called builds, and then URP AR test. And that's it for how to make AR in universal render pipeline. And I'm going to show you how the app works in my phone. So I have successfully built this file, URP APK file. And then I have recorded from my phone. I installed it from my phone, and this is the result. So it's actually working with the bloom effect and everything.